It was from that moment on, I was like, okay, I'm not going to eat any more bugs for TV shows. I'm not going to eat bugs in Korea. When I'm around a restaurant or anywhere in a city, I'm going to eat real food. If I'm in the jungle, I'll go back to bugs.
Well, so. Ricky, we had a bug for you here.
No.
We had 5 bugs.
How about I take you to the jungle and then we can eat bugs together?
You can go for me.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me something. While being out in the jungle and being with these other cast members, did you learn yourself about things about the jungle that you could actually share with us? If you can share with us some, tips of the jungle.
Well, since I've been in the jungle over 100 days since this show started, and being in this straight up in the wild with basically one knife and nothing else. The biggest thing is shelter and water.
Okay.
And always to have, if you have a knife, obviously if you're doing any extreme traveling or there's a chance where you might be in the wilderness, you always need to have some kind of a knife because without a knife then you can't, a lot of this surviving is really difficult. Of course you can probably make a knife, but then that's going to take a lot of time.
Yeah.
So the first, it's shelter and then water and then food. Basically if you get those 3 things down then it's fine. Shelter is just, if there's rain or if there's sun. Sun's a big thing, staying away from the sun, because next thing you know, you're going to be fainting in the sun.
Sure.
And then water. Most water, if you can make a purifier out of your clothing and or with rocks.
Wow.
And if you dig in the ground next to most water areas, then water filters itself. So if those three things are taken care of, then it's not that hard. But to get those 3 things done is difficult.
Yeah. I mean, the job it's like when you're in the jungle, to survive is the job.
That is right.
Yeah.
And for me, can put together a shelter in about 30 minutes to an hour.
Wow.
Can find water, hopefully within an hour, and then food. Food you can go about 3 to 4 days without eating. So.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why normally I'm at about 185 pounds, and right now I'm pushing about 170, 168 because I every time I go to the jungle I come back and I lose about 10 pounds.
Oh, wow.
So.
Yeah, because I haven't seen you actually for years.
Yeah.
I mean, just, in person, we've spent last times, I think, eating junk food and playing games.
Yeah, and I was a little, more muscular and
Yeah.
bigger then, but going back, this jungle is just kind of taking it out of me this last year.
Wow.
I didn't get to do any acting jobs, no movies or dramas this year. I came in out of 2011 doing 4 different dramas and 2 variety shows, and then this year, it was just straight up in this show and kind of had to let a lot of other things down. So.
Wow. Well, let me also ask you, by being in the jungle, a lot of people will think about animals, wild animals and things like this. So did you ever have run on with wild animals, or how did you handle this?
Well, most wild animals are more scared of us than we are scared of them.
Okay.
So the scent of like the human scent, I guess it's more of the city scent. Animals they smell that and they sense that like they're very sensitive to it, and so they pretty much hide and run away. So after we're in the jungle for about 5 to 6 days, we lose the whole city scent and we turn into we're our own animal in the jungle. So after about 5 days to a week, you'll start seeing more wild animals coming around, but they are still scared of us. But we've had interactions with a 3-meter long alligator.
Wow.
Yeah, like right in front of us. Wild eel, foxes, like scorpions.
Oh, whoa.
Snakes. Like we've had a couple of 3-meter snakes, 2-meter snakes, 1-meter snakes. To me, a 10-inch snake is scary. So rats.
Yeah.
Like when we eat and we don't throw our food away, like a lot of the guests, they just throw the food on the ground when they're eating. Since I've been in the jungle for 5 different seasons and a long time, when you eat, you have to throw your food away in a different area because rats and snakes and small little reptiles smell the food and come to it.
I see.
So we had a lot of problems with rats and snakes. So. But we now know how to take care of that. So
You eat them.
we eat them. We set traps. We create little fences, and so we had to create fences to keep out alligators for one of our houses that we made. That was pretty scary.
So being at where alligators are is definitely going to be very hot in temperature.
We were on an island called the Alligator Island, so you can imagine it was hot, a lot of sand. not a lot of trees, and a lot of alligators.
This is like you're going away on a military exhibition every time you go.
This is true.
This must be kind of scary for your family, actually.
Yeah, my family at first was quite scared, but I always inform them. You know, we always have people there taking care of our safety.
Oh, really?
But it's still kind of scary because we were crossing a river once and we have boats on two sides. We made a boat out of wood, and we had two boats on the side of us that were supposed to be the safety guys, and they're both carrying shotguns. So I mean, if an alligator attack was there, they would shoot the shotgun, and we asked one of the guys. Honestly, the shotguns are for the alligators, but they said that normally in an alligator attack, that the first shot is for the alligator. If the alligator doesn't respond to it, the second shot is for the person because of it's how horrific the
bite is.
So, but we've never had any accidents like that. We've always been safety first. So,
wow.
But yeah, at those points it gets kind of serious and scary.
Do you look forward to going on your next trip usually, or do you, do you want to spend more time at home or here in Korea? You know, do you actually look forward to it? Because right now you're in between here.
Well, when I go to the trip, I'm out of the country for a month, and so for that whole month, when I'm out and the work that I was supposed to be doing, when I come back, I pretty much take care of all that in a month. So it's like a month out, abroad, and then a month when I get back is on set somewhere else every day. So I kind of was wanting to have a small vacation, or I'm really wanting to get back into dramas and movies, because that's what I've been doing before this show came up. So I've been done like over 10 dramas and movies, and I was starting to move up the ladder, I guess you could say, in that field, and then this show has kind of taken it away. So I'm like, I guess it's the acting bug. It's starting to itch. I'm wanting to get back on the screen. So it's kind of I guess it's my dilemma right now. Yeah.
Perhaps if we bring Tarzan back to Korea, you can be the next Tarzan on the next movie.
That could be. I could be Tarzan. The next Tarzan of Korea.
Yeah. I know we've been, on this talk for a while, but definitely, just a few questions here before we get to another show.
Yeah.
If someone asks you, are you Korean or are you American? How do you respond?
Korean American.
Just like that.
I'm Korean American.
Korean first.
I'm Korean American. Yes. I was born in America, and my father is American. I lived in America for over 20 years. I've been in Korea for 6 years, and my mother's Korean.